Hello, everyone. My name is Zach.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Jesse.
What's up, guys? My name is Connor.
Mushy mushy, my name is Brian.
Hey guys, my name is Marco.
And we are the boys of Ventura. We are back with another podcast episode, as you guys can see. Um, first of first of most, Happy New Year's to you all. Hope you all are, going through with your resolutions. I know I'm starting to, and I'm sure everyone else is. So Happy New Year's to you all, and including you guys. We do have a guest. We are joined with Leon. Leon, say hi.
Hello, I am Leon. I went to school with these fuckers. Let us begin.
Yes. So, thanks for joining us, buddy. Really appreciate it. Today's topic is going to be about driving and driving experiences, which doesn't matter who you are. I'm pretty sure we all have them. So, but we're gonna say that for later. For now, the most important question, just like always, is how are you guys doing?
I'll go ahead and start off. I'm pretty decent. I got deported back to Japan again, Japanistan. Freaking,
Japanistan.
it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back, but I actually greatly really miss my friends and family back home in California. I even though I already been away plenty of like two, three times already. I don't know what it is. It's a much more stronger like feeling now that I'm missing everyone. Like it's like definitely my first time or nor my last, but it I don't know what it is. This feeling is just I really I really miss home and friends and family and like I enjoyed my time while I was there. Um, freaking I'm just continuing going back to doing my regular things out here in Japanistan. Um, continuing to work and stuff.
Japanam.
Depending on. Um, Nothing really too crazy. So I'm just trying to get back to the workflow and getting adjusted to the time change again. Well, it's easier because I already been here once and I wasn't at home like for an extended period of amount of time, even though I wanted to be there longer than I was trying to be there. Um, but I'm glad I had spent the time with my friends and family back there. Also, I hope everyone is safe and everyone's good because of the natural disaster that's going on in LA, the fire that has gone bigger and bigger.
Natural.
And I don't know. I mean, they say wildfires are natural disasters. You know what I'm saying? It could be natural. It could have been man-made. It really, I don't know how they're, what the
I've
excuse is
seen
going to be
videos
this
of
time.
arsons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of it
Yeah.
yeah,
backs up to people or kids starting them.
exactly. So like, it's either like they say it's natural or it's like freaking or an actual person started it. Like for an example, Thomas Fire. I think what they blamed Edison for it, or Edison was actually the case for it.
Yeah,
Um,
they were.
freaking yeah. I think they started to blame people that were there first, but I think it was just an Edison transformer that was acting up because of the strong winds. Other than that, we're sidetracking over here. Hope everyone's safe out there. Hope everyone's taking care of themselves and taking care of their family. I'm missing home very deeply, even though I just got back. Freaking Yeah, I mean that's pretty much I have to say. Who else wants to go next?
I will.
Alrighty, how you doing, Connor?
Um, yeah. I mean, it's first of all, Happy New Year to y'all. It kind of, it's pretty sad to see, everything in LA, going into decay because of the fires. Um, really, I've seen like a lot of perspectives on it. It's really sad that, really, we're everyone's like low on everything. Like, the firefighters can't get access to, fires from their hydrants. I've seen a video of this guy literally like using a woman's purse to throw water at a fire, and it's just insane. Like, and just like it kind of is pretty scary too, considering that like I know people in my family that live out in those areas, even though they're fine. Um, it just keeps getting worse and worse. And like the past couple days, whenever I was at work, like whenever I was taking orders outside, I can kind of tell like, the weather got worse when it just got drier and drier, and almost to the point where it kind of stings. But today at work, it didn't feel as bad. Felt a little bit of a breeze, wherever I was. So that was nice. Frickin' um, I had a couple shifts where I had to leave early because it wasn't really that busy. Um, I think Zach was right when he said that, people seem to be committed to their New Year's resolutions because I don't see a lot of people, coming in and out that much, even like tonight, um, which does suck. The only shift where I was kind of busy was Wednesday, where my old In and Out store had a store party that they were able to that they worked hard for like before I left, and they had it at the MB2 Raceway, so they asked me to cover for them on Wednesday night. Um, it was pretty hectic in there, but I mean it's kind of a reminder of why I left there, amongst a couple others. Other than that, I mean freaking um, just kicking it here with you guys. Excited for a new year of content, after a lot of good material that we had, a lot of new series, and we'll see where this year takes us. That's pretty much what I got. Who wants to go next?
Brian, Marco, one of you guys want to go next?
I'll go. Well, hope that everyone is safe out there, and LA. Kind of weird that it's happening this year. I kind of expecting like something to be like a later year, like from Thomas Fire that we talked about in our
Well, that
previous
was also
video.
kind of that time of year too.
True, but it was so differently because, due to situations.
Yeah.
I know some people that live in LA,
hmm
hope they could,
Hopefully, if
they
they
are
had to evacuate,
safe.
they got out safely.
True, true. But the damage over there was way worse.
It's very
Yeah.
dire. Yeah, like literally, they're going up to the freaking Hollywood sign, and just like wherever Malibu is like done. Literally, like that's just sad.
Mhm.
Anything else you got want to talk about?
That
That's it.
even though that
Oh,
is a dire situation, just hope that you know that everyone is safe there and hope they could rebuild with something new.
yeah.
You have anything to say about like your week though? I mean, other than the fire.
It was pretty normal, helping my mom out. We couldn't like go anywhere because she had surgery a few days ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
she's feeling better now, so
that's
mm,
good.
Yeah,
I'm
that's really
glad.
good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Hope her recovery is going very well.
Marco?
Hey, Marco, your turn.
Okay. Week's been the same. Just work. Same old work.
Mhm.
Anything interesting happen you want to talk about?
Nope.
Straight up, nope.
Uh-oh.
Did you get hit by another forklift? Like, did
Unfortunately not.
did you have a wrestling match with the U-Haul truck? Like, come on, go into debt.
Did you take a fat
No.
shit that you've never taken before that you're kind of excited about? That you're
No,
like,
not
What
really.
the hell? Damn.
No. Nothing interesting. Same old week.
There you go.
Uh, Fires,
Jeez.
bad. Very bad.
Sound
Very
like a
ashy.
caveman.
I know your work's towards LA. Like, does any of the fires kind of affect how you drive? Like, in terms of like
I
traffic?
mean, yeah. I mean, they closed Malibu Freeway, so we gotta take the 405, the 101 to 405 to get to Culver City. But overall, that's pretty much it.
Oh, fuck the 405.
You know.
No one
Yeah,
likes the 405.
yeah, that's why we took the 101.
Yeah, it is near by the flames, so
So,
kind of ironic.
yeah, fire bad. Also, fuck the police department. We fuck, or not the police department, the immigration department. And
Immigrant,
this
what the?
I
apparently
heard they're on the hunt.
yeah, they're deporting Hispanic wildfire crews back to Mexico.
Why?
Damn.
Because they don't want them here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
That's
isn't Mexico helping out the fire though? Like helping us
They're
out?
yeah.
supposed they want to help them to get put it out, but they won't let
The
them.
heck?
They're
Yeah,
deporting them back.
That's
LA
They
legalized
insane.
Oh wait,
cocaine
what the?
use, so of course they want to help us.
Usually, Canadian and Hispanic wildfire crews are coming over to help, but a lot of the Hispanic wildfire crews got deported back.
Damn.
So
It's that's sad, dude. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
when they're all the fucking firefighters and wildfire crews over here in America are fighting out there, fucking immigration says, nah, fuck these fools, we don't need their help,
Yeah, that's
and yet they can't put out 4 fires already.
well, part of that has to do with all the less water we be getting too, because like part of it is we're in a
Oh.
drought.
Yeah,
And
thanks to the fucking mayor cutting the fucking budget for
yeah,
fire department by
yeah,
$17.5 million.
exactly.
Yeah.
And part of it does have to do with some of the water that could come from like other oceans other than the Pacific not being traveled down here because they wanted to save a fish called the smelt, even though there's not
The
really
fuck
that
is a
many.
smelt?
It's a type of fish that California kind of likes to protect a lot. Um, sorry, go on, Marco.
That's pretty much it.
Right on, right on. Leon, my man, would you like to go?
Sure. Well, my week, same old, and the fires. And I'll say what people are really thinking, what the majority of people are thinking. Uh, I have family there too, but I just, I hope that they're safe. Just pass me.
Alright.
All right.
Well,
Well,
my week's been going really well. You know, this week has been kind of big-ish week for me, not because of work, because honestly work's been pretty slow, which honestly should be normal. But I've been looking in some MMA gyms and I'm actually gonna start them next week. And I already got them booked
Nice,
in.
nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to it. Um, I needed some motivation back, which I was able to get back on my side, and I feel like I'm ready. We'll get some action in. We'll see how it goes, but yeah,
Mm.
that's pretty much my highlight. Other than that, like I said, work's been pretty dead. Just like what Connor said about In and Out, anywhere around this time, especially in January, is gonna be dead because like
it's
everyone's
like
got
everyone's
their
got their
New Year's resolutions going on, and they'll be like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna eat any fast food, or you know what? I'm gonna go more to the gym. I'm not gonna
Mm.
order as many beer. Like that's why a lot of businesses aren't doing well right now, and that's normal. So,
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
it is what it
Yeah.
is. New Year's was great too. I got to enjoy it with all of these guys in the chat. It was great to have Jesse back, even though it felt so short. We do wish you were here a little longer, but we understand you had to get deported because your
Your
visa
visa.
got expired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I gotta go back to Japanistan. You know how it goes, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you
You
even
didn't
get
have
to
the
Exactly,
balls
bro.
to marry just to get your green card back.
Hey, soon enough, I'm gonna have to go to Vietnam and I have those flashbacks like everyone. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Um, but anyways, um, well, we did go over the 15-minute line. So with that being said,
It is time for trivia. Yeah.
Yeah.
trivia time. Unfortunately, I know we did promise as a group to not have Brian ever host trivia. I lied a bit. This is going to be an exception for a
Uh-huh.
certain reason. So Brian is going to be the host. What's the topic?
Topic is California driver's written test. But here's the twist. It's in the year of 2012.
Oh, fucking, who cares? Driving is driving.
Cool. Driving is driving.
No.
I think
Every year
the
there's
questions will
always
be
change.
similar at least.
I don't know. It's way different back in the old days.
Right, because
So,
we didn't drive cars 10 years ago, right, Brian?
I said don't fucking drive.
let's see in Mexico then yeah,
And the
you could.
Mayans predicted the world would end then.
We drove wagons, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Brian drove his own chin.
It rolls. I mean,
I thought you
Valencia
drove
guy.
into a lake.
If the fucker was a bowling ball, he'd be rolling himself in.
Like in the
Okay.
Simpsons video game, how Homer,
So should I
All
set
right,
the
Brian.
question or
Last time hosting, Brian. Then you're going to the shadow round.
In the shadow room.
Are you guys ready?
You're going to the void.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Or the
Here
gulag.
is the first question. Seatbelts are good on long trips, but I don't need them if I'm driving around town. True or false?
Well, that's true. No, play it's false.
Balls.
Are you Brian? Are you serious? Is this the actual question?
Yep, it's a
Yeah.
False.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, Leon,
Uh-huh.
what'd you say?
I don't answer questions. I'm stuck. I'm gonna go with true. Fine. Fuck it. I'll do the opposite.
Yeah, I say false. The answer is it's false.
Okay.
Yep.
So all of us except Leon. Cool.
Next round. How old and what height do you have to be in a child restraint system?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Any child under 6 years old and a height of 5'6". Any child under 8 years old and height of 4'9". Any child under 12 years old and a height of 3'8".
I'm gonna go with the second one.
I'm gonna go with the.
Can I go there
I'm gonna go
first
with
or
the.
second?
I'm gonna go with the freaking. Wait, repeat the 12-year-old one again.
Any child under 12 years old and a height of 3'8".
3'8". Doesn't even sound
I'm
right.
gonna go with the
Are you
first
are you
option.
are you talking about 3'8"?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what he was referring to.
Okay.
That
And
doesn't
then
sound
the
So
other one was. I'm gonna go with the 8 years old one.
I'm gonna go with 3'8", but I have a question for the hostess. What do midgets have to fucking have a booster seat? Like,
Brian's not
I,
gonna know
I
that.
thought California was inclusive. I thought they would include like fucking midgets or something. You know that
I think
would.
number one for me.
Can you
And
repeat the answer
Connor,
number one again?
any child under 6 years old and a height of 5'6".
What
Five,
fucking
6.
six-year-old's gonna be 5'6"? What the fuck?
Well,
I
fucking
was.
Justin's 5'6".
Of course you are. You're like the size of a fucking ogre right now, fool.
Okay, so Liam, what was your option?
I said
What would
3'8".
Alright, just say A,
it's
B, or C.
fine, A, B, or C.
Sí.
I'm gonna go with C.
Simón.
Timon, carnal.
Estos locos forever, sir.
Blood in, blood out. Or what? No, play.
I'm going
And
with
Connor,
B.
what you got?
I'm gonna go with the first option.
A. Marco,
B.
B. Leon,
Sí, Simón.
C.
you should really got a 5 because of your D. Simone.
Brian, would you just go on, fool?
I didn't I didn't hear he say D, so
He said
What
it's
C.
what
not.
do you what do you
Oh,
say, Brian? Or wait, are you answering?
yeah, huh. Show with shake system. Wait, is that a booster seat? In other words?
Yes, Brian. Yes.
You have the
Brian.
fucking
Oh,
question
Oh my
yeah, but doesn't
goodness.
show the answer.
Well, why would it? It has an
Okay,
option.
fine, I chose A.
Okay.
All right.
Correct answer is it's actually B.
I
Fuck
called it.
yeah.
Dang
What?
it.
Nice.
Okay. How many inches away should you sit from the airbag? 12 inch, 18 inch, 7 inch, or 10 inch?
I'm gonna go with 12 inches.
I'm gonna go with 12 too.
12.
Yeah, I'm going 12 as well.
I'm going 18.
Actually, yeah, scratch my answer. 18.
I'm gonna go with 10.
I memorized how big 12 inches is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 18.
Did everyone answer?
Yeah.
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 And the correct answer is 10 inch.
Damn it.
Marco was right.
Damn.
Yep.
Let's go. Fuck you guys.
All right. Question for Brian.
A red triangle sign means A. Wrong way. B. Do not enter. C. Yell. Or D. Stop.
Yell.
He means yield.
I can yell at
Yeah.
it. Fuck yeah.
Yell, I mean.
I didn't
No. So A, B, C, or D?
see.
A.
See?
Do not enter.
Do not enter.
What letter is that?
B.
B? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with B.
One of them's a yield, right?
Yeah, C. What?
I'm going to go with B.
Okay,
I'm going
Leah.
to change B. I'm going to change B.
B. Marco, you said B as well?
See, like you can't see your chin.
Good for you,
Okay.
Marco. You
There
finally
you
come
go.
out of your shell. Good for you.
Okay, and the answer is it's Yale.
See. Huh?
Yo.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next time I see a triangle sign, I'm gonna have to yell at it, right?
This
I'm gonna
one I
call it a
want to.
slur.
You
Old
gotta
man
yell at
yells
it.
Whatever. So
Old man
Zach,
yells at
Jesse,
cloud.
Marco, me, all got it correct.
What?
Okay, whatever. Next one.
Fuck, where'd my pen
A,
go?
s- a solid yellow line on a road to your left means
Okay.
A. The traffic on the other side is moving the same direction. B. The traffic on the other side is moving in the opposite direction. C. Is it okay to cross the line to pass other cars? Or D. You are on the edge of the road.
B.
Marcus said B. I'm also gonna go B.
I said B too.
A
What's
or
the
B?
const? Is it one solid yellow line or two solid yellow lines?
A single solid
Ace.
line.
You said yeah, one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go
This
with
is
B.
California. I'm going with C. You can pass it when it's like,
I say C as well.
And the correct answer is B.
Figured.
On
Good.
the
going the
opposite
opposite way.
direction. Yeah. Next question. If you notice a emergency vehicle, you must A. Stop if you are in an intersection. B. Speed up if the vehicle has pulled to the side of the road. C. Let them go around you. Or D. Pull over to the right of the road and stop.
D.
D.
Yeah.
D.
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 This one is pretty easy.
D. So everyone say D.
I didn't
Yeah.
even hear the question, but I'm going to go with D. Give me the D.
Oh, huh?
We all say D. So
Wait, did you just say Diddy?
I said we all say
Whoa.
D.
Of course
Whoa.
Brian wants Diddy.
Okay. Okay. And the correct answer is. We all got the same thing. D. Pull over
Cool.
to the right of the
So is
road
right.
and stop. Yeah. Next question. When parking down on a hill, A. Turn your wheels facing to the right. B. Turn your wheels face to the left. C. Keep your wheels facing straight. Or D. Park next to a yellow line.
B.
C.
Hey, hey, facing your
what
wheels to
what
the
was the answer with?
right.
Yeah, what the ones that were to your right? Steering wheels to the right.
A is
That one?
right. B
Okay, yeah, that one.
left.
I
No,
want
you said
A.
left.
No,
No,
he's
he
right.
said B is left.
Yeah, B is
Wait.
left.
Okay, but like,
It's
which way is the road?
it's a
Well, it's
park
parking
down a
down a
hill.
hill.
Okay,
Down a
but
hill.
like, if you're parking on a hill, you'd be parking on the left or the right side?
If you're parking down a hill, you're parking on the what? Right side? Yeah, right
Yes, it's the
side.
right side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because when you
So
go
then
up a hill, yeah, when you go
I'm
up a
gonna
hill,
go
you'll
with
be.
right side.
park towards the right.
Yeah, right side then.
Right.
you want to change your answer then?
Yes. So A.
Zach say,
A.
what's we all?
A.
A.
Uh,
I said C.
and the correct answer is it's A.
Cool.
On facing to the right.
Nice.
Next one. Blind spots are, and the answers are A space you can see with your rear view mirror.
Can or
B
can't?
can.
Can.
Can? Okay.
Okay.
B smaller around a semi truck. C next to or behind your car. Or D both A and B.
C.
See,
Next.
What was C again? I'm sorry.
C next to or behind your car.
I'm gonna go with that one.
I'm gonna go with whatever Connor said.
Yeah, I
Marco?
believe it's C.
Hmm.
So we all got C.
Yep.
All right.
I'll go for C. And because there was also like a true or false one I remember doing the actual thing. And the correct answer is it's C. Safety driving practice when around a large truck include A. Make sure you can see the front of the truck before entering into the same lane. B. Driving in the left lane when going up or downhill. Being able to see the driver of the truck in the rear view mirror. Or D. All of them above.
D.
All the
Yeah.
above. D.
All
D.
the above.
I'm going with that.
So everyone say D then.
Leon, what you
Okay.
pick?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear, so I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna screw you. I'm gonna rebel.
Man, A or B?
I'm gonna go with A.
I'll go with D too. Let's be safe.
That's nuts.
Did we all get it
Probably.
right?
And the correct answer is D. All of above.
Perfect.
Nice.
You say the crack answer?
Correct.
Oh,
Final question. The blank second rule is a good way to measure a safe follow distance.
The
So
answer.
the answer are A 3, B 2, C 4, or D 5. Not the actual C4 drink.
I'm gonna go with D.
Texas Z.
D is 5, right?
Yeah,
I'm going with that one.
I'm gonna go with the 2 second rule actually. Two
B.
second rule.
Marco?
I'm gonna go A.
Leon?
He said D.
I say A too. We can sound like the 3 second rule bullshit.
Okay.
Alright. Right answer for this last 10 question is is A.
Damn.
Yeah, I believe on that shit. Alright. Let me total up the score.
Doesn't Zach have the total too, or
I
you
actually do
have it
have the
too?
totals.
Oh, you did? I was kind of writing down.
Well, up to
Well, I
you.
think Zach was assisting. So yeah.
Oh, then thank you. All right, Zach.
Leon got
What's
2, Connor
Damn.
got 5, Brian, Jesse, and I got 8, and Marco got 10.
what?
Let's
So
Marco got
Brian
go.
10?
is,
Oh
yeah,
fuck, is
Like,
Marco.
because he searched
would
up
it be a
the
Boys
answer.
Ventura podcast episode trivia if Marco didn't win? I guess.
That's right. That's right. Let's go.
Yeah, true, true.
All
No
right,
matter what the
so
topic is, even sports apparently.
Sporty
Flash
questions
Marco,
actually.
you are the winner for this game.
As always.
Mhm.
Anyways, off to the topic with the driving experiences. Uh, who wants to give it a go?
It says the oldest that has the driving license go first. Yeah.
Well, I've had
That'll probably be
mine.
Zach.
Yeah, I've had mine for about, fuck, 6, 7 years now. So, yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Oh boy. Um, I have a lead foot, and I have a history for having a left or a lead foot. And one of my best moments, and I would say recently with the guys involved, would be coming back from Castle Park golf, which was very interesting because this Porsche decided to go speed up, and I'm in the far left lane. I'm already going like 15 miles over the speed limit. So the fucker's trying to cut me off, obviously, because I'm not going enough high enough for him to, be satisfied. So the fucker decides to races me practically, and then he tries to cut me off. So what I do is I let him have the fucking lane, and I saw an opening, but it was a little sketchy because there were like 5, 10 cars surrounded. It was literally like one of those fucking obstacle courses with cones around, but except it was cars. So I swerve all the way to the right, and I swerve all the way to the left to cut the porch off, and plus 2, 3 cars in front of him. And I just felt like I was in like a Fast and Furious type of movie because of that. It
Yeah, and
was
then all the surrounding cars were blocking the Porsche practically, right? Right
Yeah, and
after.
the
It
Porsche
was,
was
oh my
forced to
God.
slow down, and I was like, bye, bye, motherfucker. Honestly, I'll say one that kind of does kind of haunt me still. So back in the day, I used to have a Dodge Ram. It was lifted. Um, it was a 2013, and I had
I
my
fucking missed
license
that truck.
when I had a license when I was a senior in high school, because I wasn't like the age properly to like be a sophomore and still have one. I technically couldn't even qualify till I was a junior, but anyways, so I decided to go park, and parallel parking is the stupidest fucking thing ever. No one is really good at it. You only get lucky with it so many times, but I'm parallel parking and I'm backing up, and I honestly, there's this. I didn't really see the sedan right behind me, and that was just because I wasn't really paying attention. But so I'm backing up slowly, and I guess I went on the front of her car, and I felt it a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. I see these two kids right in front of me looking at behind my truck like they're shocked, and I'm like, oh fuck, what did I do? So I get out, and I can literally see like liquid dripping from the bottom of the lady's car. It's this piece of shit fucking 1990s sedan. Like I said, like it's not like, um rich car or like a well-known great quality car. But
Hmm.
I get fucking freaked out because this is literally like my first kind of incident where I actually kind of did something on my own, and I just got my license, so I couldn't really rely on anyone but my own self. Um, so literally, this still haunts me today because like the whole school kind of recorded me in the parking lot, and I just remember seeing all those cameras looking at me or facing me. It was just so terrible, just because like I didn't mean to do it obviously, but it still managed to go on, and it took like 30 minutes to get away or get out of the thing because I had to give her my insurance company number, my badge number, so like, they could get money from them. And this actually turned out to be really bad for her because she tried to claim that she was hurt, saying that she has tissue damage from me going 5 miles per hour back in Ventura. But I don't think she was successful because it didn't really seem like she was hurt or anything, so thankfully it wasn't too bad. But yeah, they literally did try to like scam us for it, and it did not go well. Obviously, I was still like a teenager, so I had my mom come over, help me out with the shit. I was still new to like insurance policies, plans, and all that bullshit. I didn't even go to school. I literally dipped home because I was honestly kind of like really embarrassed about the whole situation. Like I wish it could have happened uh in a different way. I did once hit a tree and one of my rear lights was fucked up, like it was cracked open, which is technically illegal. And I had to drive from Ojai to Ventura with it, so it was like, oh fuck. But yeah, I mean,
There's a saying. There's oh shit, my fault. Yeah, keep going.
I was just saying, like, other than that, I mean, I feel like I've been pretty clean.
That's
Yeah,
good.
freaking. There's a saying that
So far.
first time for everything. So that was probably like your first time like being like an embarrassing accident basically.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't expecting myself to fucking feel this ever. I was feeling cocky because, at my age, I had a
Yeah,
lifted truck. I pretty much had a license when, not a lot of the people I knew, especially, had it. And it kind of bit me in the ass, like, right after. So, it did not end
yeah.
Yeah.
well.
You felt like a badass with a big ass truck.
I did. And I had some
I
really
fucking
great
missed that
moments.
truck though. I remember vibing in that shit with you.
Mhm.
I remember having Brian in the back of that bitch, and I was going up Catalina Hill.
It wouldn't go up because of him or what?
Yeah,
It was.
That's why you had to get a different vehicle.
I went down. I didn't go up. There was no chance of up, but yeah. Uh, which one of y'all fuckers want to go next?
Oh yeah,
So
no. Who
Marco
got their
went.
license after like
Yeah,
Zach?
yeah,
What year
fool.
did you get yours, Zach?
2019.
Okay, Marco, when'd you get yours?
Fucking I know.
I'll
All
go
right,
first
I'll
then.
go
Fuck
next.
it.
All right then.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure mine won't be as long as yours.
Go on, fire.
Oh
um.
yeah, no, I got a pretty much good story.
So, um, obviously, I mean, I did try to talk about it in the Christmas podcast, when I was talking about my day or week. But when I
Mhm.
was driving to In and Out, the one by Costco, I was driving the back way, that Wells takes you over. I
Mhm.
went over that one bridge that's near that quarry that's by Vineyard. I think it was like a Wednesday night. I see this red SUV because I'm going like obviously towards Costco. This fucker's going towards Ventura in the opposite direction, and there's not really like a lot of traffic on that side, but for whatever reason, this fucker like goes on my lane. Mind you, he's going in the opposite direction. He's going at like freaking what, like like a little quicker than I am. And I don't know what his deal was, but he was not in the right lane. He was going in my direction. And I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna fucking ram into someone. You're gonna ram into me. Part of me kind of wanted to just stay there and, let me prove my point that he shouldn't have done that. But then eventually, when I saw that he wasn't gonna stop or he didn't care, I just fucking went over, swerved to the right side, just so I wouldn't die. Um, Yeah, I mean, I remember I did try to talk about it in that episode, but my mic was muted. Um, but sometime before I transferred to that new store at Costco, when I was at the one by Esplanade, I was leaving a shift one time, and I think it was like around 10 at night during the summer, and I get out of a parking space and I'm trying to head like towards like BJ's to leave my work. there's this race truck that's like coming from the Home Depot parking lot. And next thing I know, like I kind of see like he's coming towards me. Um, and then he has those lights on, and then I hear like this honk, and then I just feel like the thud on the side of my car, and I'm like, oh shit, I've been hit. So both me and the driver, we end up parking, we check on each other, we check on their cars, and I've mentioned this before in one of the episodes, but basically what happened was he was on a race truck. My car's pretty small. I mean, I would say like there's perks of it, like it's easy to maneuver and shit, but because it was small, like and his truck was raised, his tire ended up pretty much like hitting my door and ruining the strip where it was kind of like torn. There wasn't really much damage other than like a few tire marks. But that's basically what happened. And then I think the truck driver also got a little bit of like the red paint for my car on like the on his body work for the truck. Um, we weren't really sure. He was trying to argue that I didn't have my lights on, even though I obviously did.
Oh yeah, I remember
Um,
this.
Overall, though, I mean, like we didn't really know what to do. But then in the end, I realized, okay, like I'm not petty. Like not much damage was done. I kind of wanted to just like move on and forget the thing. So eventually, like after um, mulling over some things, I decided to go get it fixed. And that's pretty much what happened. I'm happy that, I didn't get hurt or, die from the incident, which didn't happen then.
Right.
But one moment where I did almost die, I would say, and I might be exaggerating, is when I was driving near Satakoy one time and I was going on this slope, and it kind of passes like this little neighborhood. It's got like a little playground around, um, kind of like a calm area, and it's like near those farms that you see near Satakoy. Um, I'm going up the slope, and I see this hawk. It's like in the sky, and it's like kind of coming down as I'm going up. Eventually, it's like right above my freaking windshield, and I don't even know why this is happening. But, like it keeps getting closer and closer, and I actually ended up having to honk at it in order to like get it to fuck off. But any closer, and it could have fucking broke through the glass and could have attacked me. And that kind of shit is scary to think about because you're just trying to mind your own business, you know, and some hawk or whatever is around wants to try to start shit.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, though, I mean, I've had a pretty calm record for driving, really. I mean, I know I didn't get it right away, um, but I mean, like, once I got my permit, I took several months worth of like trying to get lessons either from Easy Street or from family until I felt like I was really ready for it. So that's always nice. Um, as with the car I drive now, like I said, it's not really as sturdy. I might, end up one day trying to upgrade it, but hopefully to a car that's easy to maneuver because, Kia Spectre X's are, pretty easy to move around. And honestly, one thing I didn't do notice when driving it is that sometimes like you don't really think you're going that fast, even when you are going faster than what you think. Like, let's say if I'm driving like freaking like 50 miles per hour, and it'll feel like 30 or 40.
Right.
That's pretty much what I've got to share. Um, Marco, do you want to go next? Or sorry, Jesse, my bad.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go. A lot of driving experiences I had, especially driving from Ventura to Moore Park College when I was going to college at the time.
Damn
The
fucking
drive there
right.
was always good. Huh?
Nothing. Go
What?
on, buddy. Go on, buddy.
Wait, wait, what do you mean?
Is it damn fucking right?
Oh, like, what do you mean about what?
You and I both know.
I mean,
Driving to Moore Park?
Hell
Or
yeah.
having fucking,
Well, maybe
oh,
not
yeah.
to, but from.
Oh, no, yeah, no, y'all know. Yeah. Freaking, yeah, but driving to and from Moore Park, y'all get it. Freaking, it's always a good drive, especially the drive back, nice and nighttime, calm back roads and stuff, and just nothing but vibing. You know, I mean, those are like my favorite parts of driving. Just just you in the open road and just cruising. I that's something I love. But I hate fucking traffic. But honestly, one of my experience would be this one time I would be I think Zach and I were going to Dave and Buster's for a fucking hangout. Or well, not just me, but a group of guys. Connor's in the car. Brian was with Zach, and we're just I think follow each other, or I think we're trying to race each other. I think we both got the hang. We're fucked with each other on the highway, the freeway. Freaking going to
Yeah.
freaking Dave and Buster's to TO. And I see, right? I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put the pedal to the metal and I'm gonna go a little bit more faster, pick up my speed, and beat Zach to fucking Dave and Buster's. Zach catches my drift, right? He catches my drift, and I'm like, all right, yeah. I was like, he understands. So I'm cutting him off, brake checking him, fucking just fucking breaking the laws in the road, bro.
Being a prick.
Yeah, I was being a
Stop
fucking
being.
prick to Zach because he be talking about all the times he get cut off by like other cars and shit. And every time, and then I'm like, all right, I'm cutting him off every time, and I could tell he was like, oh you fucking you. I could tell you're like you fucking bitch, and I'll
Yeah.
be fucking brake kicking your ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you know what? Enough fucking around. I'm gonna go fast. I'm gonna go beat him to it. I'm following the map on the freaking screen on my phone. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I know where I'm going. Next thing you know, right? I pass the exit. Zach gets on the correct exit that's closer to Dave and Buster's, and my map is taking me another direction. Next thing you know, Zach's getting on the exit. I'm still going fast. I'm like, I can't exit here. I'm going fast. So I'm fucking driving past. I'm like, what the fuck is Zach going? I see Zach's face in the window, laughing at me, pointing at me, flipping me off. I think no, he got there first, but then next thing you know, I see him pulling, and then I pull in after. And I'm like, fuck, he beat me by like a fucking whole last maybe two minutes, and I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, perks of fucking just trying fucking to trying to fucking one up my fucking buddy when driving. I'm like, fuck.
Hmm.
Freaking that's one exciting event that I had with Zach, and I'll never forget it. It was fucking fun, and fucking we all had a laugh at that one. I wasn't mad. I was, I had my fucking fair share of laughing, fucking brake checking Zach, fucking cutting him off like he hates, but then he got his fair share, always going faster and beating me.
Karma's a
We always
bitch.
Hmm.
fucking compare fucking huh? What was that?
I say karma's a bitch.
Oh no, it is, yeah. Karma does exist.
Fuck yeah, it does.
It's just in different forms, yeah. I like to fucking fuck with them like, nah, you have a fucking pussy ass truck with a V6, even though I have a V6 as well. So I'm just fucking like fucking with his ass, like fucking. I call his truck a little pussy beaner truck because it's a typical beaner truck.
It's a
But I
beaner
think
truck
what
of
you
Ventura.
used to diesel, right? That Ram was a diesel or was that a V8?
The V8.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, if you had your Ram motor, you would have fucking beat my ass for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Another one.
I did either way.
You guys. Yeah, but another one, right? It was before I had my current car. It was like my first car, fucking with the. I had a Chevy Cruze, There was this one night I got off of work, and I was pretty exhausted from work. So fucking working in and out, freaking. Come home, my parents are like, I think they're out and about, and I'm like, I'm home chilling, freaking. I was about to go to bed soon, freaking. Next thing you know, my parents call me. I'm like, hey, we're gonna need a ride, and instead of paying Uber, you can pick us up. I was like, all right, bet, I'm able to do it, I'm down to fucking just drive, because I like driving at night and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll go pick you guys up. Freaking, I don't mind it, I love freaking driving, picking up my parents,
Uh-huh.
driving. So on my way there, I'm taking the back roads, going through a foothill and going through Poli, and freaking next thing you know, freaking this is all I remember. I was behind the wheel. I was passing by. You know that church that's above the hill, right by the high school, Zach?
Yeah.
Connor, you know that area.
Yeah.
So I was driving up that hill. I'm vibing to my music, But the next thing you know, fucking, I'm in a fucking accident. I hit a parked car, and I didn't even know what happened. Like I fucking totaled my car, and it was the first time I totaled my car, and I'm like. I was fucking freaking out and I didn't know what to do. Fucking cops came. They thought I was under the influence. I was like, no. I think the only thing was I was just tired from work and I was just on my way to go pick up my parents, from downtown.
Yeah.
Freaking, it was like 2 in the morning, I believe. Yeah, freaking.
Shit.
I was going at a decent speed too. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't really fucking driving recklessly. I was just calming. I think I was just exhausted and tired, you know. Uh, it
Driving at
kind of
2
haunts me
a.m. would
still.
do that.
Yeah, yeah, freaking, it haunts me because freaking, uh, at the time when I started driving, I didn't feel tired. It wasn't getting to me until I was in the middle of driving, almost there. I was literally almost there picking up my parents, and it was freaking, you know, it was shocking because I was like, fuck, I totaled a car, you know, and it's not gonna look good for insurance, you know, for
No.
my parents because I was under my parents' insurance,
And
and you
also,
know,
you were kind of underage, but like, of course, old enough to like drive.
yeah, I was 18, so I was already like, you know, past that. It was just I was a new driver that made it hurt, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because you had been driving for longer than me already, so like, you know, for me, it's just I was still a new driver, and it was gonna hurt. I think I think was driving already over a year already. But I mean, it still scares me because I just remember just hearing the crash and then fucking having the airbag pop in front of my face, and I was like, "Fuck, what the?" I was like, "Nah, dude." I was like, I called my dad, and I was like, "I crashed the car." He's like, "Can you fucking move it? Can you drive it still?" I was like, "No, the tire's like almost gonna fall off." I was like, I was fucking scared for my life. I was like, scared like if my parents could be mad at me. They weren't mad. They were worried because I mean, like they rather lose a car than freaking a person, you know. You can always replace a
Of
car,
course,
but
yeah.
you can't replace a person, you know.
Hmm.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
you know, it freaking now it just pushes me for more awareness of if I ever feel drowsy at any point and um and someone like wants me to or needs me to drive or something, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't have enough rest. Let me freaking take a quick nap. Maybe I'll be fine like like 30 minutes or an hour. Because a power nap really does a number to like your drowsiness. But after that, if I ever feel any drowsy or don't feel right to drive, I'm not gonna drive. I'm not gonna go behind the wheel no more like that. You know? Yeah, it's freaking. I don't wanna freaking be drowsy behind the wheel and have a quick fucking knockout on the wheel and then hit another parked car. Like it was a while ago, you know. But it kind of haunts me because I'm never trying to go behind the wheel drowsy like that again.
Yeah. You gotta be in your perfect
Freaking.
mood to drive. Or if not,
Yeah, exactly.
almost.
Yeah, exactly. At least somewhat like relatively, you know, because you don't want to go behind the wheel when you're freaking angry too, because then that causes accident too, road rage, whatnot. You know, it's
Yeah, I heard about that
fucking
stuff.
like road rage.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah,
that
like
mostly
depending what mood
involved
you're
with
in.
drug rage,
Yeah,
you
well,
know,
depending
because
what mood you are in, like it's gonna affect how you're driving and how your defense and driving skills go.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's true. Have to
Well,
be
which
careful
I've
of
like
not playing.
noticed when I was like driving back at home, like you know.
Yeah, you listen to a lot of Juice WRLD. I wonder why the cops thinks that you're driving under the influence.
Yeah, right.
Driving it, listening to Juice World. Damn.
Uh-huh.
I see the shadows in my room. um.
This bitch left me. I'm about to crack. No, I'm playing. I
Damn,
was gonna
we're
savage.
marry
gonna
her.
we're gonna take a we're
She
gonna
was all I had.
we're to be continued. We're gonna take a small break for the ad.
No, no, no.
Um,
You're like
I
you're in the
Raid
car
Shadow
with your
Legends.
bro. No, freaking, you're in the car with your bro, and the bro that's driving says she, she was my
That
everything.
meme.
You start you start looking at him like, oh fuck, I'm about to die.
Hmm.
yeah. Um,
I think those are the two driving stories that I stuck with me.
anyone want to go next?
Marco,
Okay. Alright. Best time ever. I was stuck in traffic coming down from LA
for some
from
reason I thought you were gonna start. I was 12 years old.
it was back when I was 9 years old. I was
That's
drink I was
I was.
behind the wheel driving in Mexico with a beer in my right hand, steering my hand on the left hand, steering wheel in the left hand, just chilling and driving down the road. Oh yeah, back to the original story. I was stuck on traffic coming from the 101 to Ventura. I can't remember where I was coming from. I was coming from Inglewood, and traffic. It was bitch ass day. It was like fucking what, like 1 in the afternoon. Traffic was
Oh
shit as
fuck.
fuck.
Oh fuck. Oh
It
no.
was literally bumper to bumper traffic, and I'm like, I got so fucking bored and like pissed off because how slow everything's going. And out of nowhere, a Tesla decided to try and like jump into my lane, try and cut me off, but I didn't let him.
Hmm.
So what he did, he cut the guy off behind me and got into my lane behind me and like flipped me off, and I can see him in the rearview mirror flipping me off.
Damn.
The one thing I like about Teslas is their super sensitive auto braking system.
Yep. Yep.
So for an entire 3 hours of traffic that we were in, I was hitting the brakes all the time.
Trying to fucking trying to make his fucking sonar system go off, huh?
Like literally every time I'll inch a couple, like I'll inch a little bit, but like before like going to like a complete stop, or like completely like move all the way forward, I'll hit the brakes and have the Tesla automatically sense my car brake and hit the brakes for him too. So as I was like cruising the entire way all the way to Ventura, I just kept brake checking this guy as his car brake checks it. I was brake checking the zone. It was fucking hilarious. That guy was so pissed. His face was fucking red.
I'd imagine.
Mhm.
One
And
thing,
that's why.
one thing about Teslas is that if you cut them off, like even if you just cut them off, their brake system will go on, and they actually have to slow down to, I think it's 40 miles per hour.
Yeah,
So
uh-huh.
it's almost like they get forced to like go in the slow lane at that point, because like you can't even speed
Yeah,
up.
honestly,
Right.
for how much you pay for a car for it to automatically brake check your ass, that sucks. That sucks ass.
And
Yeah.
they like literally have to charge it at like a mall parking lot that has those electric chargers, or like
Yeah,
you have to buy to get one put in your house.
I know.
Like fuck that.
I mean, you can get one where you can plug it into the outlet, but the shit's gonna take fucking forever.
Well, yeah. I mean, they don't even last long too. I mean, I think it's like 5 6 hours.
I mean, it
But
depends on the range, doesn't it?
yeah, but
Like,
like
it
if
depends
you
on range,
if
weight,
you
and also all that shit.
it depends how much you put into it too. Cause like
That too, yeah.
I read reports where like some assholes like to speed up with their Teslas, and then they only last for like 2 hours, and it's like, well, you guys kind of do that to yourselves.
I know.
What the fuck are you racing for?
Trying to play
Mm.
Mario Kart over there.
Willing to play that in the mall.
Also,
Or
Yeah.
a
also,
Target and the collection.
Maybe Walmart next.
Do they have them?
I believe
I
so.
think they have hover rounds in the mall. In the mall, I mean
bro,
Walmart.
we should go to fucking go kart place.
Go
One
fuck yourself.
Speedway, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, K1 Speedway or some shit,
Oh
That
no,
shit would be sick.
MB2.
Either
Yeah,
one, I don't give a fuck.
MB2 Raceway used to be in TL, but now it's K1 Speed. But MB2 is another location now.
Oh
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
think I passed.
Remember Zach? We went to freaking K1 Speedway that one time.
Yeah, I remember. Fun
That was
times.
Yeah, I'll
fun.
pass.
Um.
That shit was fun.
Anyways, Brian, you got any stories real quick? Or I'm sorry, Marco.
Sure.
Marco, did you have any more? My bad.
I mean, yeah, that's the most interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, you better cut him off of the conversation.
Yeah, see, I actually had the generosity to go back. Alright, go on, Brian.
I did drove a bit with Johnny before time on my older brother.
Did you say throw up?
I
No, I think he
no,
said
I said
drove.
drove.
Hopefully my wallet
Oh,
wasn't there.
Ha!
Mm,
boots.
Rip Connor's wallet is a great wallet.
yeah. Maybe you can find another wallet over the sea, like driving there.
You want to just talk about your experience?
Yeah. Okay. So like he took me around to the middle school, Piazza, and we practiced like driving through the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
I know
did.
exactly what you're talking about. My dad took me there one time.
Yeah. Well, I was like nervous and saying like, where the fuck do I go? He was puffing like a. But no, I was his Uber,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit was even nervous for my ass too. We drove a bit, then I quit it, or he wanted to take over with it. Another time I went to the parking lot over there by Capoeira, between the areas. It's some like beach area. Like you have to go through a tunnel.
Uh-huh.
Oh! I know what you're talking about. It's right there by Seacliff, right?
Yeah. He took me there, I practiced a bit. It was for a while until the cop shows.
And you got
I
deported.
don't know.
The end. No, I'm just kidding.
No, not Jesse. Jesse didn't have
It's
the
like it
balls
turns out
to
it wasn't the
marry.
cops. It was ICE.
it
No.
was it was ICE disguised as the cops. So they almost had us, but they actually did.
And that was my only experience of driving right before I got my permit.
And
So,
congra-
Okay.
and by the way, congratulations, Brian, for getting your permit.
Congratulations.
yes.
Congratulations.
Yes,
It
Brian.
took me
A
two
big
years
surprise when
just
I got
to.
home.
None of us
Yeah,
stopped
you
giving
was.
up on you, and now we're gonna work for that driver's license, right?
Yeah, hope it's easier than the winning one.
Oh, it fucking is. It's way fucking easier.
So,
You just gotta keep
last
practicing.
person.
Yeah, just keep practicing. Start small, then work your way up.
Okay, Leon, you're the last person. Go for
Alright.
it.
I had a guy that I knew he was crushing in my place for a bit, and he had a membership to the Ohio Athletic Club. And we drove up to the athletic club. We were
Let's
working
see.
out. I went upstairs. He was downstairs. I was just doing some fucking cardio. While I was fucking what do you call it?
Smoky that Mary Jane.
I'm heading downstairs to get some water. The front desk people see me, and they're like, "Dude, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fine. I'm just fucking, I'm all right." And they're like, "Dude, you look fucked up right now." And I'm like, "I'm all right, baby. Don't worry about it." So I head to the locker room. I take a shower, and I go into the sauna. My buddy goes in there with me, and apparently, before he came
Hmm.
to, he called his parents saying he's gonna kill himself. I know, I know. So the cops fucking show up to the fucking athletic club in the
Like
sauna.
outside the gym.
No, we're in the sauna, and they come
Oh, then
into the locker room, and they knock. They're like, "Hey, look, your parents said like you're all suicidal and shit. We just need to ask some questions." And also, he's fucked up on Xanax, and he's an attractive, tall fucking guy. He's got fucking abs and everything, so you wouldn't expect him to be like that. Anyways, so he's freaking out. He's yelling, he's making a scene, he's calling the cops a bitch, all of this. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm gonna dip. Uh, and one of the cops asked me, hey, are you drunk? Because the front desk people said that I look fucked up. I said, no, dude. I start walking away. Then one of the front desk people asked me to come back in because my buddy wants me to take his car keys to go, not leave his car in the parking lot there. I take the car keys. I don't know how to turn on the car. So I'm there for like 5 minutes just trying to figure it out. So finally, like I step on the brake or whatever, then I get it running. And I've only
take a
driven a
bus.
handful of times. I don't know how to do the brakes. I don't know how to do any or the signal or anything. Anyway, I managed to fucking get home, surprisingly. I'm just staring at the fucking the rear view mirror, just looking at myself like, what the fuck just happened? That's a big reason why I do not get my driver's license because I know myself. I will get drunk one day and get behind the wheel. And my buddy literally got a DUI, went to court yesterday, and
Oh
guess what he
wow.
decided to do today? Get drunk and get
What?
behind the wheel.
Oh my
I know, what
fucking
an
god, fucking
asshole.
idiot. Hey, at least you know yourself well enough to the point where like, you know what? I'm not gonna cause any fucking accidents in the fucking future like that, you know?
Eh, It's better if I don't have a car right in my driveway, the keys in my pocket, a bottle of whiskey, because I know myself. Being with my grandpa, I'm not even fucking driving. We got pulled over many times. Dude, one of my maintenance guys for the apartments, he got pulled over 20 times in a month. So I'm not gonna risk that shit here.
Very
Yeah,
What a
interesting
wild story to
story.
leave off on.
I know. It's
Uh,
a cliffhanger to be continued, part two.
to be continuing my ass. Soon gonna be a
But
next
we're
Dateline.
next part is gonna be on a GoPro, so make sure you guys
Live.
catch up
Tune in
on
for the
that
live.
on our next video. It's gonna be a live stream, guys. So
We're gonna reenact the Fast and Furious stunts, action scenes.
I took Goat Simulator as a realistic simulation, so I apologize for further my actions.
I think we reached our time. I believe Zach,
Yeah.
right?
No, you are
Yeah.
absolutely right. Appreciate hearing you guys' stories. And for our viewers, thank you guys for listening in on us. This was our driving experiences. Hopefully, you guys have some ideas for us to listen to for, podcast episode ideas. We are all ears. If you guys also have like a series starter that, you would want us to maybe try, comment down your ideas. We will consider them in the far future. And yeah, Leon, we appreciate you being on with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Gentlemen, you guys have anything before we cut ties?
Fire shirts and sweaters. If you don't, the next podcast episode we're doing, Brian is still going to be hosting trivia. So I
I
cannot
guess you don't
stress
want
this.
that.
I,
No! Please,
I
nothing.
cannot stress
No,
this enough.
no more, Brian. Brian, you are canceled. You're canceled from being
Again.
trivia host.
That's the second time getting
Oh,
canceled.
Don't
You're
make it your
cancel
first,
being the
Marco.
trivia hostess.
What I do, I
Yeah.
haven't been a host.
Good, because you're gonna get canceled right away. I can feel
no,
it.
you won't.
I want a fortune cookie now.
Fuck your fortune
Go Panda
cookie.
Express.
Bro, I got a fucking loot Panda Express just for that shit.
I was gonna say it's like,
I got a billion of them for you, buddy.
bro, they're all gonna just say you're Mexican. That's it.
They're gonna tell me to go take a hike or some shit.
It's like, be happy. Your endeavor shall be forever greatened.
Either
Connor, go
way,
on.
That's pretty much it. Jesse, what do you got?
hope you had any learning or pointers off of this podcast.
Exactly.
That is enough for me. Brian?
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. Don't forget to like. Also, if you're interested of being in our podcast, let us know so we could grow out to become famous YouTubers.
Well, that was gay as fuck. So,
Well, no shit. I am one.
you're a gay fuck? Damn.
Wait, you're gay?
Man,
Explain.
that-
Yes.
Damn
That's
it!
right.
You guys
Fuck!
spoiled
No,
the gay reveal video.
So the issue with the trivia isn't that Brian sucked, it's just that he was gay.
Oh.
Can't blame that.
Bro, how
I
the
have a
fuck?
question. How the fuck did Brian fit in the closet?
Oh,
That's
wow.
why
Yeah.
that's why he came out of the
Luke, how
closet,
the fuck
Marco.
do you knock over a forklift?
I'm built different.
And before we cut ties, I did want to also say, just like what everyone was pointing at towards the beginning of the video, we got some big fires coming up in LA. Even though LA's a fun place, shit can go down there
Is it?
easily. It can be.
It was.
Is it?
It can be.
If you really want
What?
it, yeah.
Go to a fucking freak party with Diddy?
Oh, fuck no. That's Brian on.
Stay safe out there, 805 and LA. And I'm praying for you guys every day. And we will see you guys next episode. Peace.
Bye.